Hi everyone, this is my project IK, is a smart kitchen. So I'm from Iran, Tehran, the capital city of Iran, and my undergrad major is industrial design, and also I have experience working in fashion industry in my home country. So here my resume or CV. I listed out my experience, skill and expertise, my passionate area, and all my contact information. So here is my portfolio. So the primary idea is IK is a VR experience that visualizes being in a futuristic kitchen with the specific goal of educating food safety in order to prevent food poisoning. So based on CDC report, 48 million people in the United States come down with foodborne illnesses each year. So costing between $5 to $7 billion in medical care and lost productivity. Also, 40% of food poisoning causes occur at home. So this project aims to create a platform in a museum to educate people how to prevent food poisoning, starting from their own kitchen. So I did a survey, online survey, from 35 people. So I found out that actually 48% of people have experience of food poisoning multiple times in their life. And also I asked them about the knowledge of food safety or food preparation, safe food preparation. They rate themselves, 44% of them rate themselves number 3. And also when because I wrote down that I'm going to do this project in virtual reality in VR experience, and I asked them how they would prefer learning about this matter, about food safety. And 73% of them rate virtual reality. I think because it's really hot these days and it's really interesting to experience. So identify the problem. So what is the problem? Basically, foodborne illnesses or food poisoning is caused by consuming contaminated food or beverages. So more than 250 different diseases cause food poisoning. Some of the most common diseases are infections caused by bacteria, such as Campylobacter, Salmonella, and E. coli. So the main causes is basically animal or human feces infected by these bacteria. So as a result, our main sources like our soil, water are contaminated. So finally, what happened is that finally when whatever we eat, like raw meat, poultry, seafood, unpasteurized juice, egg or milk are contaminated easily. So I have to mention that based on FDA report, 60% of raw poultry sold at retail carries some diseases causing these bacteria. So the solution is resulted in 4 easy steps for prevention tips. So which is proper cooking, cleaning, chilling, and separating. So cooking is basically so we have to cook different food in a specific temperature. For example, for meat, the minimum temperature is 145 Fahrenheit, and for poultry is 165 Fahrenheit. So we have to cook the food in a specific temperature in order to remove the bacteria. So for cleaning is all about washing hands before and after handling food, and cleaning up the surfaces, washing the cutting boards and everything, sanitize everything, vegetables and fruits, and also chilling is all about, keeping food at a safe temperature during thawing. So basically, there are three safe ways to defrost food. So one of them is in the refrigerator, in the cold water, and in the microwave. So separating is all about, differentiating different cutting boards for raw food and also for fresh produce. And also never place cooked food on a plate that previously held raw food. So my target audience, the primary audience are people who are visiting the museum and interested in experiencing VR, and also people who are cooking most of the time at home and dealing with kitchen affairs a lot. In the secondary audience, people who do not cook at home a lot, but they are really care about food safety and issues related to foodborne illnesses. So my personas, I have three personas. Kirti is 32. She experienced food poisoning. She has always been interested learning about the cause of food poisoning and the prevention tips around this issue. And also the second one is Sarah, 35. Sarah loves cooking. She spent most of her time in cooking. She really cares about cleaning and hygiene. And also she thinks that she still needs to learn more about proper cooking and food safety. And also Kevin, he's from healthcare. He's an obsessive person about cleaning. He always has specific attention to food sanitation and food safety and interested to educate people in this matter. So what is the proof of concept? So in this futuristic kitchen, museum visitors or site visitors will explore the VR environment to learn about do's and don'ts in regard to food safety, which includes proper handling food, proper food storage, proper cooking, chilling, and separating. So there is also an external voice which guides people throughout the journey. So here is the example rendering for the environment. So task 1 is proper food storage. Sarah is my persona, wants to arrange the ingredients inside the fridge. So I'm going to show all the task flow in picture. So basically she starts to explore the environment. She walks around and she sees the blinking dot. She points on it. So the fridge, the UI fridge pops up. The first thing that she recognizes is that the voice warns her that the fridge temperature is not safe for food, so she has to adjust it. She has to keep the temperature below 40. So she brings it down to 40 Fahrenheit. So now she can load the fridge to see what is inside the fridge. So she click on this button. So the ingredients pops up. So she randomly pick meat and put it in colder section, which is here. But the voice warns her that this is not right position for meat. So she has to put it in coldest section next to other raw food. So this task will continue to, loading the whole fridge and, seeing every ingredients. So task 2 is proper cooking. So Kirti wants to explore cooking in this environment, and I'm going to show the pictures, the task flow. So here is the blinking point, so she points on one of them. So the ingredients menu pop up. So she picks meat for cooking. So there are some different type of meat is available in this environment. She picks T-bone steak. So she put it in oven and she turned the oven on. So once the oven is on, the oven sensors will be activated to show them the scale, the weight, and also different types of cooking for meat. So she picks medium. So once she pick the medium type of cooking, the oven shows the finished target temperature for that specific cooking type and also the current temperature. And also there is a circular diagram that shows a safe temperature in here, which is indicates with green color and also red color with the unsafe temperature. So it starts cooking. Once she picked the medium, so the voice gonna say that the oven will be locked until it reaches to the food reaches to safe temperature, which is 165, and you can see here the current temperature is 150, which is in red, still in red, which is it not in a safe temperature. And also after a second, when it reaches to the safe temperature, she picks her meat. It's almost ready. So and after that, the voice guide her that she needs to keep her food in warm place before serving. So I did some research about this matter. So here is my VR inspiration job simulator game. It's an interactive game. So they basically simulate different type of career like gourmet chef. One of them is gourmet chef, which is really interesting. People can, it lets reach, grab, smash, and throw, and basically imagine everything you won't do in real life, you can do in here. It's pretty interesting. So here's my environment inspiration. Here's my museum inspiration. I visited different museum to see different platforms. So one of them is Monterey Bay Aquarium. So the programs, one of the platforms in here was actually helped people or visitors choose a seafood that's shed or farmed in ways that protect sea life and habitats. And also the other one is an exploratorium, tactile dome, is an interactive excursion, which you can use your sense of touching to explore the room, which is also interesting too. So here is my competitors. I don't have a specific competitor in this matter, but the fightback.org is a website. It has informative information about food poisoning, food safety education, and also provides game for kids to educate about food safety. This is the game backdrop. It has a clear demonstration of how to defeat bacteria in steps of in 4 steps of cooking, chilling, cleaning, and separating. And also it's easy and straightforward, and it has nice graphic design. So the technology environment, so for this specific project, I'm going to use HTC Vive, so which is non-wireless headset, which has non-wireless headset, and it has 2 hand controllers and 2 base station boxes which track the movement. So the features is that it allows users to have more interaction, and user can walk around the environment, and also it gives a best quality of VR. So for coding, for executing this project, I'm going to use Unity, which is the game engine used to develop 3D video games. And also for environment, I'm going to use 3D Studio Max to design, to make the environment. For the space requirements, well, actually the minimum area of clear space is 1.5 by 2 meter, of course free of furniture. So base station are should be wall mounted, and also it has to be 5 meter apart from each other, and also mirror and other sort of direct light should be covered as well. So here is my mood board. Here is my corporate identity, my color palette, and logo. So my content plan, so basically I gave all my information, all my content from CDC, FDA, food safety, and also SF Department of Health. So here's my testing plan and my timeline for rest of the year. And here is my resources. Thank you.